I don't know why anyone doesn't believe, after all of the scare tactics and the manipulation and the pressure that Diddy and his enterprise have been putting on real, actual witnesses. I do not understand why it's so hard for people to believe that they wouldn't invent a few of their own. That woman is one of the biggest victims the world has ever seen. She has been, especially considering where she started with that scumbag that got her into porn. I don't think anybody could properly understand what Adria English has been through. And like she said, when she came to do the Diddy parties, the white parties, and perform there, she felt as though she was already burnt out. She felt as though she was already fucked up in the game. So why not do this? She kept repeating that phrase, and I think it's something that Ariel Kidd taught her. Something of the heart, coercion of the heart. She kept saying that over and over again, using that legal terminology. And when she kept saying that, coercion of the heart, I was down. I mean, it was P. Diddy, right? Why would it be hard to believe that maybe she feels the same way now? It's still P. Diddy. She's watched him get away with things for decades now. Who's to say she doesn't believe he's going to make it through this? Or maybe she needs him to. See, when you break a human spirit, all those drugs, all that abuse, and the sores on her body, all over her arms, all over her legs, they look very reminiscent of a disease that I'm very familiar with. And I'm going to tell you something right now. There are other women who I know have died from the big house in Virginia turned viral on them, you know, that have been associated with that camp. We keep forgetting there are a lot of people in the industry who got the big house in Virginia. They do. You just don't know it because a lot of them are getting enough money and have the right doctors to be able to take the medication to stay undetectable. You'd be surprised how many entertainers are living at undetectable status right now. And understand this, undetectable only means it's not transmissible while the medicines are doing their thing. But the second that that leaves your system, it all comes tumbling down. Y'all seen that girl that Nick Cannon slept with? The one who's just... There's a lot of people that think because they undetectable, they ain't got it. But see, second you go off that medication, shout out to all 2,000 people in the room, 562 likes. I'd love to see another 500 more. That would be great. But let's just be real. We ain't talking about the big house in Virginia enough, because a lot of these kids got it. And a lot of these kids will do anything to keep getting that medication so that they can stay undetectable. We all know a lot of these parties, they like having unprotected sex, and all of that IV drip and intravenous stuff they got going on. I'm serious, G. How do we know that some of these people aren't working out of extreme desperation? Because I can tell you right now, Adria English and LameshaFuller, they are living at the bottom. They are living in desperation. And they're being taken advantage of. They have been convinced to come forward and do what they've done. And see, I know it's a plot now because they had her sit with that witch, Qtita Dean. And now she's exposed them. But see, I knew it was about to get ugly when I heard her say that I was behind it. That's what they're saying. They're saying that I found these women and I conjured this up and I brought them forward. I'm behind it. How ridiculous. I don't have a personal relationship with either of these women. And then to make matters worse, they doubled down and went and got police footage of me calling the police when someone was threatening to assault me right after I got out of jail June 1st, 2023, at that sober living house that Tasha K's people had me put in so that they could gaslight me to force me to break my bond, so I would have to turn around and go right back to jail so that they could unalive me and poison me again. And that's not allegedly. The robot, Danny Robertson, she has her name all over the police footage. And they said that me and the girl Shay that they threw out because she let me call 911 to defend myself, they're now trying to say that she is LameshaFuller. They are now trying to say that Shay and LameshaFuller are the same person.